everyone. So last lesson we looked at rounding to a certain number of decimal points. Today we're going to look at rounding to significant figures. I'm going to give you a quick recap in a second on what a significant figure is. But first of all, a reminder that if we're rounding, okay, if it's 5 or more, we round it up to the next digit, or it stays the same if it's 4 or less. So those rules still apply. And we just need to figure out this time where our cutoff point is, okay? And that's to do with the significant figures, so this SF. I'm going to give you a reminder now of what a significant figure is. So a significant figure is a digit that makes the number itself, okay? So in this first example, so this first question, in this number there are 6 significant figures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're all important, okay? In this one, again, there are 6 significant figures. This 0, okay, so the rule with significant figures is we say that zeros don't count. However, if they're trapped in the number, like this one is, it does count. So there are still 6 significant figures, okay? So I'm going to write them here, 6SF. Okay, again, this one's got 6, and this one, and this one, and this one. However, this one is different. The zeros are at the beginning. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros at the beginning there. They don't count. The first significant figure is the 1, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, so that has 4 significant figures, okay? Same as if we had zeros at the end, so I'm going to do one of those. So if we've got 2, 8, 7, 0, 0, 0, the digits at the beginning count as significant and the zeros don't. So this one would have 3 significant figures. Okay, we're going to actually round this one as well, so that you can see, you'll see why when I do it in a minute. Okay, so we're going to round this one to 1 significant figure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start rounding. It's going to work in exactly the same way as last time. We just need to figure out where that cutoff point is, okay? So if it helps you, draw out your number line again. If you can visualize it, that's great. Okay, so the first one says round it to 2 significant figures. So I only want 2 significant figures in my answer. So I count the first 2 significant figures that there are, 1, 2, and that's where my cutoff line will be. Okay, so it works exactly the same way. So my first digit after it is a 9, which is going to make it round up to the next number. So the number's going to be 42. Okay, the next one, 2 significant figures, 1, 2. I draw my line. It's a 5, which makes it round up. So it's going to be 83. The next one, 2 again, cut-off point here. The number I'm looking at is 5 again and makes it round up. So this answer would be 56. The next one, 3 significant figures. So I just count the first 3 digits again. 1, 2, 3. My cutoff point is there. I'm looking at the 9. The 9 makes it round up. So it's 54.8. Remember, it only ever affects that digit exactly next to it. Okay, it's not going to affect anything else. So that's what that one would be. The next one, 1 significant figure, so it's just only 1. I'm looking at the 0. Remember, we don't look at any of the digits after it. So the 0 is not going to have any effect, so the answer is just going to be 5. The next one, 2 significant figures, 1, 2. There's my cutoff line. So this time I'm looking at a 1, not going to have an effect. So it's 1.7. The next one is 1 significant figure. Remember what I said, the zeros at the beginning do not count. So this is my first significant figure. So this is where my cutoff line is going to be. So the 9 makes it round up. So it's going to be 0.0002. I have to keep these in. They're really important. It's not, you know, you have to think about this in a logical way and check that your answer makes sense. Because if you said, oh, well, 0.001949 rounds to 2, well, that wouldn't make sense, would it? It's got to be 0.0002. Okay, so those zeros are important, even though they're not significant. Okay. The next one, so 3 significant figures, is here, and then the 4 doesn't have an effect, so it's going to be 51.2. Now this is the extra one I'm going to put in, so I want to round this one to one significant figure. So there's my first significant figure, and I draw my cut-off line there. I'm looking at the 8. 8 makes the 2 round up to a 3. Now this is again one of those ones where you need to think about it and check that your answer is logical. So this number here was originally 287,000. Am I going to say my answer is 3? Well, obviously not. So what I have to do is I have to replace these digits here with zeros. So actually my answer is going to be 300,000, which makes more sense than 3. So just be careful when you've got zeros at the beginning and when your cut-off line is in like the tens or the hundreds. Okay, so make sure you replace those with zeros. We don't need to replace zeros after the decimal point at all because they don't have any effect on the number, but these ones do. Okay, I hope that makes sense to everybody. Have a go at the questions now.